Okay, so Extreme Rules is done. I will discuss the main event portion first while it's still fully fresh. The club did come into play. Now, Styles and Reigns have great chemistry. And I think it's a combination of you've got a guy who's got just great power moves versus a guy who's got a lot of good speed moves and a lot of good technique. Reigns is just raw, I'm going to hit you with a big move. Where Styles is I can dodge your big move and then hit you with some moves of my own. You know, seeing counters from the Superman punch into a Pele kick, those are some good spots. Weird thing though, they did a Superman punch, it was like a chop block, and I was like, great, now Reigns is going to sell a leg injury. And then he kind of ragdolled AJ Styles and then did like a powerbomb, like walked with him. You know, Reigns is pretty good with selling an injury. He just does it inconsistently. That's a nitpick. I think he's made tremendous strides. Here's some of the problems with the match. He takes a boot of doom and then kicks out shortly after. That's a tag team finisher. Maybe there should be more hesitation for the pin. Eats a Styles Clash, kicks out at 2. Eats a Styles Clash onto a chair, like right afterwards. An Uso pulls AJ's leg. So AJ's going for the pin right away. Kicks out at 2. So that move might have had Roman Reigns down, but if it was, it was only for a 4 count. That's a finisher onto a steel chair. Had the Uso, if they'd been like 1, 2, Uso pulls AJ out of the ring, great. Yeah, it fully protects a Styles Clash onto a freaking steel chair, which took Reigns out on Raw. The finish, phenomenal forearm into that like diving midair caught spear, which is how everyone pictured one of their fights ending, was beautiful. Made for a nice finish to it. But it was still, it felt like Roman Reigns has gotten better. I still don't find myself getting invested into his matches. It's very much like watching John Cena. If you know it's going to be beat down, kick out at 2. More vicious move, kick out at 2. More vicious move, kick out at 2. My finisher, I hit a 3 count. Spear out of midair, yes, more impactful. But every other match he's had has ended with a spear. I will say, I do like the fact he's throwing a crucifix powerbomb. Or he's like, raise edge and sit down powerbomb. It looks great. You know, more power to him. Match was solid. AJ getting a chair and laying out Roman and an Uso. Roman, and then an Uso, and then an Uso, and then Roman, and then Roman, and then Roman, and then Roman, and Uso, Roman, 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 Uso, Roman, Uso, Roman, Roman. And then, of course, as Roman stands up, he hits him with the spear. So he's beating Reigns down with the chair. And the crowd's just going nuts for it. And it's like, spear. Boo! And even Roman did a nice move, like a powerbomb through a table. Crowd saying, you still suck. But there's a saving grace. Our Lord and Savior, Mises, has come back. I couldn't make it back for sure. Those look like rebuild, revenge, reclaim, something like that. Pedigrees Roman Reigns. Reigns is dead in the ring because his weakness is to the pedigree. Crowd going ballistic. Seth Rollins is back. Way to cap off this night where almost every match was fantastic. Now to the start. Tornado tag match. I love these matches. It's fantastic. It's a non-stop frenzy because when one gets eliminated, it becomes a 2-on-1. Then there's that breakdown where it becomes a 1-on-1, or it comes in as a 2-on-1. Nice non-stop back and forth. Club gets a victory, so now they've beaten Usos twice out of their 6th or 7th match. If you include the 6 men, this is like their 7th match. And the club has won twice. Yeah. First match in the tornado tag match. Of course, they get involved in the main event, which makes the main event that much more to it. Because it actually just feels like it's two stables that hate each other, which is good. Stable warfare works. Ironically, take the club, modify it, you could use the Wyatts the same way. And it'd be awesome. But those two matches, fantastic. The Fatal 4-Way. That, I don't think I've seen a better Fatal 4-Way. Not since the women did the Fatal 4-Way at NXT where it was the horsewomen. This match, everyone played their part beautifully. Cesaro hit his big moves. Miz hit his big moves. Miz gets attacked by Owens on the outside. Owens gets in the face of Maryse, Miz's wife. Owens eats a skullfist finale on the outside of the ring. Powerbomb. Does get the pinfall. Owens breaking up. You see the Gotch neutralizer. You get the breakup by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens fight on the outside of the ring. Then, after powerbomb, you get the pinfall by Miz. Miz gets to sneak in like a sneaky heel. Seems like he doesn't really deserve to be in the match, but he's still champion. Cesaro's like a freaking $1,000,000. Crowd loves him. Great reactions from everyone inside the ring. And Owens and Zayn get to continue their absolute freaking blood feud. Perfect. Fight forever. Fight forever. Beautiful match. Beautiful match. The tag match. New Day Vaudevillains. This time it's Woods and Big E. Switching it up. Vaudevillains. I'm surprised they've made it as far as they've made it. I would have thought they'd been much more limited in the game of the main roster because their NXT bit was good, but you're pre-invested in the characters. The tweaks they've made with them on the main roster are solid. A little bit of mic time they've been given, they freaking kill it. This match, great back and forth. Never thought I would say that about a Vaudevillains New Day match. Hit the Whirling Dervish on Xavier Woods after they lay out both of the New Day members. 1, 2, kick out like 2 9/10. They don't know what to do. Distraction outside the ring, Trouble in Paradise, Shining Wizard, 1, 2, 3. Little bit of that numbers game. Doesn't matter, they retained. Good match, solid match. Very, very solid match. The kickoff matches, I don't watch those, primarily because they do a lot of filler in that 1 hour for the kickoff. The Baron Corbin Ziggy match ended with a very, very long, slow, low blow in end of days. But, hey, Corbin gets a victory. Cool with that. Cass lays out a Dudley. Cool with that. New guys making a name for themselves. I can dig that. I can dig that. The build-up for Rusev Kalisto was great when they did the I'm going to bend you in half like a warm Gumby pretzel. And Kalisto, where is this Kalisto during the week? He throws out these amazing matches. He does this fantastic short guy, high impact speed moves. And he works beautifully on a pay-per-view. I don't know what everyone had before this event, but these matches were dang near flawless. They do a spot where they drop Kalisto on the outside, so right on the apron part, the solid steel beam that holds the ring together. Refs constantly checking on him. Crowd's kind of booing. Rusev was just laying into Kalisto. Gets him in the accolade, and it's just done. Broke his back and made him humble. And it's like, man, it's going to be awesome. Till John Cena comes back at Memorial Day and probably takes the title off of him. Maybe he beats him. I think Rusev is U.S. champion. If you want to build heat on him, here's what you do. You listen to Vince? You listen? Have him trash the U.S. title and bring back the European title. If he were to be like, I am your U.S. champion, but the U.S. is weak, brings back the old school European champion, done. He's going to go booed out of the building. Unless he drops that flag. If he drops the Roo Bulgarian flag, crowd's going, you can't. You can't. Big dude like that, looking all proud, like patriotic, on a flag from a foreign country, doesn't matter. Proud dude's patriotic. Ruru gonna Ruru. The Asylum match. This is pretty much a steel cage with props. The mop was pretty wicked. This is a smarky crowd chanting for Moppy. But I will say, the mop was probably one of the most vicious items they used. Because as you can tell, that was a wooden handle he's beating Jericho with. Kendo stick? Yeah, it breaks. Yeah. It's a cheaper kendo stick. For a while, you see Ambrose hit him with a handle, which is the harder part of the kendo stick. Alright. Straight jacket bit, which, I get why they used it. It's a lunatic match. Alright. The strap, okay. See, like everyone was brought down, used for 1 or 2 bits, and then just left there. Jericho got a 2F and barbed wire. Ambrose got nunchucks. He's like, what are you gonna do? You got nunchucks. Whoa. And just he busts out some wicked nunchuck skills, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. He's gonna nunchuck a guy who's wielding a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. And of course, he deflects it for a very long time. Later on in the match, Jericho does hit Ambrose with that 2x4. And it's like the Lance Storm chair train. He's like, ah! I'm thinking, yeah, he's got a shirt on. It's blunt tipped. It's probably going to be kind of painful, but you can. This is your blood feud. This is one of your blow up matches. Just hit him harder with it. Not like You can tell he pulls just a little bit too much towards the end, but that part worked well. They bring down the mop bucket, just actually a 5-gallon pail. And I'm thinking, where my thumbtacks at, Dean? Reaches in the bag. Pulls out a small black bag. Crowd. Thumbtacks. PG era thumbtacks. And they do a great job teasing they're not going to use them, which was great. Jericho sees me. Jericho's like, what the fudge? Because it's PG era. He gets so scared his tattoos turn white. Just, deeper thumbtacks. We didn't talk thumbtacks in the back. Nice walls of Jericho spot where you see Ambrose reach to get the kendo stick and start beating, Jericho with it. They use a fire extinguisher as a way to kind of stop Ambrose from coming down off the top rope with the kendo stick. He does do an off the cage elbow. This match is all about the moments. The match itself is good, but it's about the build up to the moment and the use of the prop. And they tease so much when it comes to those thumbtacks. Jericho goes for a code breaker. Gets caught. You see Ambrose walking in towards the thumbtacks. You see the crowd start to get up on their feet like, we're going to see PG era thumbtacks. We're going to see thumbtacks. Boom! Jericho, no shirt on, into the thumbtacks. Crowd, aghast. They just saw PG era freaking thumbtacks. And even I'm like, I texted my buddy Adam, like, dude, thumbtacks. PG era thumbtacks. Even though initially when I typed thumbtacks, my phone wanted thumb tacos. Which I don't know if it's a thing or not, or if it's an urban slang. Someone in the comments described me thumb tacos. And why it's a common thing used in the technology of a phone to help you find other words. And then dirty deeds near the thumbtacks. So you see Ambrose with thumbtacks in his arm, like, I was like, dang it. It's the wrong spot. And then suddenly in the ring, there's Jericho. As they're pulling thumbtacks, just blood, just like dozens of pinholes. It's like, now from what I've been told, people who've gone to thumbtacks, it's not the ones that are face up or face down. It's the ones that are on their sides. Because sometimes when they land, they don't all land point up. Some land on their sides. So when you slam into it, you hit that hard, like razor edge. That's the part that hurts. Thumbtack goes in, and unless it goes in and bends, it comes out. It's still painful as all get out. It's like pulling a staple out of your skin. It still hurts. But laying them on their side really perforates the flesh. And then there's Levy, and there's Jericho getting freaking thumbtacks pulled out of him. And Ambrose walking away going, with a grin like, sorry, I pumped the thumbtacks. Yeah. He's walking like, I got to wield nunchucks, but Jericho and thumbtacks. Awesome. So we've got one match left. The submission women's match between Natalya and the daughter of the 2-time Hall of Fame, 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, 6-time U.S. Champion, woo, Ric Flair. In a submissions match. Nice back and forth, lots of submissions. They did a good job on that part. They worked a lot more of kind of like in a shimmer match, where it's a lot of going for submissions, a lot of working holds that work well for submissions, which was well. And then Flair's music hits. And he's like, well, I win. I win after Circum's Flair. And the most obviously not Flair. And I was like, that's not Flair. Who is this not Flair? Turn around. And I'm like, Dana? Why is Natty confused by what's going on? This is the submission version of I've been distracted, roll up, figure it out, just have it. But from a storyline standpoint, Dana needs somebody. And they changed Dana's outfit. She looks better in this version than their other one. It hides, her other outfit just looked awkward. Because Dana's a strong girl. She has more of a power lifter body. So her outfit looked kind of weird. This one with me more of kind of like a unitard singlet piece worked well. They did the beatdown on Natalya. Alright. Dana Brooks and Charlotte, I can dig that. Charlotte is good on the stick. She knows how to work the mic. But Dana Brooke, with a little more seasoning, can almost hit like a Kevin Owens level of trash talking. If you watch her in NXT, Emma's got someone on the move, and Dana Brooke is just reading the riot act on the outside. And I was like, that's what makes Dana Brooke solid as that. I often thought that they should remove her Fireman's Carry Michinoku driver and instead give her the Argentinian backbreaker or a torture rack. Then she face hard camera, get somebody up, just work it back and forth. Work the opponent, work the midsection. And with the opponent's head there, she can trash talk the hard camera or trash talk the person in the move. But all in all, in the past I've watched pay-per-views where I start watching like an hour into it and I can skip through lots of the replays and all the random bric-a-brac I don't care about. The new era, I'm watching like a half an hour in and I'm catching up to live before the main event. So there's very, very little in the way of, oh, here's the random, we're going to recap this, do everything leading up to this, because I watch the shows. I know the lead-ups to it. So another very solid pay-per-view. Good job.